Oh my goodness. Okay. So your underlying energy, guys, is the Hangman. So there's a situation in your life right now that's a bit on standstill. There's a little bit of feeling like you're in limbo right now. I do get the sense that for a lot of you guys, it's because there is a need to see something from a different perspective. You're waiting on something to kind of happen in your love life, and it could be because of new love entering your life, or revitalization of a current relationship for those of you that are already in a relationship. Okay, so ooh, this is nice. For a lot of you guys, though, I feel like you guys are in limbo. You guys do feel like you're stuck in limbo, but only because there's a certain perspective that needs to be seen, okay? Now, for your current state of being, you have the Star. Now, the Star does indicate here that there is a new hope. There is also seeing that there's potential of growth in a situation when it doesn't look very stable, it doesn't look very good. It's like pretty much the rainbow after the storm. That's what I feel the Star is. And it revitalizes hope, even though we've seen something very disastrous kind of happen, the collapse of our foundation, when it really wasn't really stable in the first place. We could start anew. We know that there is an after to a great disaster. So I do feel like there's healing here, and there's also manifesting as well. This is some serious manifestation energy. Now, what you guys want, right, is the Sun. So I feel like you guys want a bit more clarity. I think you guys actually want to, lead and walk down the path of happiness. And the reason why you have that path of happiness with the Sun is because things are so clear. Things are very easy to see. There's nothing obstructing your view, not like the Moon. Because right before this is the Moon, and things were hard to see. Things were a little scary to kind of interact with. So I do feel like here with the Sun, you are wanting to gain clarity in your situation, to regain that perspective that's lacking right now in the situation, and be able to walk down the path of happiness. Considering that your underlying energy is the Hangman, and you do need a perspective to kind of push through so you can release what it is that's holding you guys back. But what's keeping you from the Sun, what's keeping you from clarity, is the Eight of Wands. So perhaps the arrows of love has come in to attack. But I do feel like things may be overwhelming and coming up very, very fast. Maybe things are just kind of overwhelming. I feel like there is just a seriously overwhelming feeling. For lots of you guys, there's a lack of communication here. Or maybe there isn't a lot of clarity. But I feel like overall, everything is actually clear and easy to see. It's just that it's coming at you so fast that it's overwhelming, okay? I feel like honestly you're overwhelmed with something, overwhelmed with a certain situation. Let me go ahead and see what exactly is the stressor or keeping Taurus from their goals with the Eight of Wands. What specifically? What about the Eight of Wands is keeping them from their goal? The Tower. Okay, yeah, feeling overwhelmed. And this is just a rapid change. Things are happening really, really fast. And I feel like, and it's pushing you outside of your comfort zone. It's pushing you outside. It's pushing you to leave this place of comfort, a place of familiarity, so to get to a place where you can truly begin to prosper. It's a transitional phase in your life, and I feel like this is an overwhelming period. Now, Taurus, you're still a fixed sign, so I do sense that with this Six of Swords, you're not really exactly happy about moving and doing other things, getting out of your, getting out of your situation here. But I do get the sense that this is a change and the right direction toward getting to this perspective. It just may not feel that great going through it, because the Six of Swords anyway is a very mournful card. It's very sad because you are leaving something that you've known for quite a long time behind. Now, your best path to follow is to focus on the relationship, focus on the person that you're dealing with, the person that you are connecting with right now. This is talking about connections as well. This, for some of you guys that are currently in a relationship, this is talking about focusing on both you and the other person. Reestablishing the connection for a lot of you guys. But if this is someone new, I feel like this is really talking about, really connecting with this person, really connecting with them, and seeing why you guys connect, really kind of getting to know each other a little bit more. And for those of you that are single and ready to mingle, I do feel like this could be talking about you guys going out and interacting with people to meet other people. going out on a date. If you guys have had an offer about a date, I would definitely go ahead and do that. Go out and have some fun. Now, how you guys are feeling is the Nine of Pentacles. Now, I don't think this is boredom, and I know I just said have some fun, and this is a card that can indicate you be feeling bored, which very well could be the case, or she could still be very bored. Things could be happening very fast. There's a lot of change, but the change doesn't have to be fun. I do sense though that there is a feeling of kind of entrapment in your abundance. I do feel like right here this is kind of feeling like not only independent and confident, which is really good, but you could be, you know, surrounding yourself in a gilded cage because you know, this is a transition from another, you know, perspective. So when I see that Nine of Pentacles come out with the Six of Swords, I feel like the Nine of Pentacles may not be as hesitant as the Four of Pentacles is about change, but there is still a little bit of apprehension because you did work very hard for what you built here. So this could be that you guys may be feeling very confident, yes, feeling very independent, yes, but you also probably feel very lonely, and that's why I think that's why the advice is to concentrate on the relationship, concentrate on what makes you feel good about the connection, because I do sense that you may be feeling lonely. So also for a lot of you guys could be feeling like, you know, you guys have everything that you need in a relationship but the connection itself. So you guys feel very single in your connection. So that's why it's talking about focusing on that. So your hopes and fears is the King of Wands. For a lot of you guys, this could indicate that there is a person that is very fiery, very, you know, that's very fierce, knows what they want. But I feel like this is you guys. Maybe you guys are wanting to be more confident and very go-getter about your relationship. I feel like or more passionate about which direction you're going in regards to your love life, or any direction in, or, you know, any aspect of your life. Okay. I do get the sense that you're worried that you may deal with somebody that has a lot of pride, that doesn't really know how to say no, or doesn't really compromise very well. But I do feel like this is your hopes. You guys want to be more confident in yourself. You guys want to have that energy, that passion, and that enthusiasm to kind of go about this new adventure and get things done. Okay. This could be dealing with an Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries here as well that I'm noticing. Okay, but I feel like you're hoping for something that really gets you going, that really gets that gusto and gets you active. I feel. Okay, now for your outcome, you do have the Two of Pentacles, not Two of Wands, Two of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles does talk about making practical decisions, but your emotions are put to the back burner. Okay, it's like holding down a tsunami while you're trying to juggle some stuff. Well, I don't know how I feel about this exactly, but this is what your situation is looking like. It could lead you to having to make these practical decisions. But most importantly, guys, if you ever do have to make practical decisions about your relationship, or having to juggle things, I really think tending to your emotions should be one of those things that should be monitored and should be, juggled as well. Just so that way that, you don't actually like hold back so much water that it just doesn't give off enough access. It doesn't get a chance to express itself. So nurture your emotions as well as keeping things in balance. But at the end of the day, you do have to eventually pick a solution, pick a path to commit to. So because it could be an issue with commitment here, or an issue with having to figure out what you're going to commit to, because these practical decisions, you can't juggle both forever. So eventually, it's just like the Two of Swords. You have to put one of those pentacles down, go ahead and go about making that future happen with that pentacle that you've got. Okay? But ultimately, guys, I feel like you guys want clarity in your situation. You want your perspective. You want this new perspective to basically shine the light onto the path of happiness and walk down it. Okay? You want to travel there. And I feel like things are overwhelming, which is kind of which is keeping you from the sun because of some rapid change that's causing you guys to transition. Okay, so concentrating on your relationship, getting the support that you need out of your relationship is important, because if you're feeling very lonely in your connection with somebody already, then there is a need to really focus on what needs to change, and it has a lot to do with your emotion, with this connection. The connection may need to change. The perspective of a relationship needs to be looked at a little differently if you feel alone in the situation of transitioning. if you're under a lot of stress and you have got a lot of stuff going on, the support of another. I mean, I know this isn't the Three of Cups, but I feel like if the Two of Cups is here, it's talking about focusing on your love life, focusing on this person, or relying or connecting with a friend even, because the Two of Cups doesn't necessarily have to be a romantic person. And friendships are just as much love as a romantic person or family. So connecting with someone, working with somebody that feels the same way about you, I feel like that's what's going to help you get through this. You don't have to go through this situation by yourself. Okay. And I think maybe the King of Wands could be somebody that's an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius in your life that can help you with this, or someone that you find that's very confident in their ability to manifest, to bring things to fruition, and maybe someone that's an inspiring figure to you, okay? That you can, that you know for sure that can help you in your path to clarity. But you need the perspective to get there, and I feel like this person in your relationship or that can help you get there, okay? Now I'm going to go ahead and pull you guys your romantic angels, your romance angels for the week here. All right, and you guys have playfulness. Okay, so that's back to what I was saying earlier about you guys feeling really bored. Yeah, for some of you guys could be totally fine, but just kind of feeling like the connection is not involved in your relationship whatsoever, but you have everything else, support, love, money, luxury, but you don't have the love in the connection. Like that could be it in itself. Playfulness does say to recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. Okay. So I really feel like that is definitely the case. It's time to kind of let that energy purge. And I think that's really what's, why the King of Wands comes up too. Because again, you're a fixed sign. So you would come up as a king. So it would make sense that your current situation would be saying, bring out that passionate side, bring out that energy. And I feel like the energy comes out when your partner's around, or there's somebody around you that you can enjoy being yourself with, to let that energy flow. Okay, let me go ahead and pull your wisdom of the whispers of love for the week. I'm gonna do the same shuffle for wisdom, the whispers of love. I want to say wisdom of the oracle so bad. All right, and you guys have spend time together, spend quality time together. Okay, look at that. Literally what this card is saying, the Two of Cups in your advice is spending quality time together, spending time with one another. It is imperative that we spend quality time with those we are in significant relationships with, and listening and talking to each other. Absolutely 100% true. And I feel like that's what the dynamic of the relationship needs to change. I feel like that's what the perspective is that needs to come to light, is that you don't have to suffer by yourself, especially with this thing that's this stress that's that's keeping you from expressing your love. Okay? And if you feel alone in your relationships, then it's time to spend more quality time with your partner. I'm not saying that this is your fault or anything like that, Taurus, but it is going to help you a lot with the stuff that you're going through. And I feel like it's going to help you make those decisions in a practical sense, but also to remind you that your emotions do matter, okay? Emotions do come first, and if you are in a relationship and you feel very alone, the relationship needs to be reestablished. The connection, the emotional connection does need to be reestablished, okay?